Cropping. Here, the next thing on the right, crop rotate geometry. This is something that you'll need to know how to use. So you can change the size of the picture or change what you focus on. And if you drag by the corner, it will change everything proportionally, right? If you drag by the side or the bottom or the top, maybe it won't let you do the bottom or the top. But, oops, and now it's thinking. You can change your focus in the picture. Oh, and there we go. And then if you actually go inside of the picture, yeah, that hand comes up and you can, boy, this thing is having issues. You can drag it around to figure out where you want to go with this, right? What you want to focus on. But you can actually use this to choose what your picture is going to look like. I'm going to undo these things. I don't know how far back I need to go. I guess I could just do this. That works too. Instead of cropping it, we'll just try and put it back the way it was. Okay, close enough. The other things you can do, aspect ratio. You can change the ratio of the, excuse me, whoops, of the length to width. So if you go 1:1, well, it doesn't look 1:1 to me, but in theory it should be basically a square, 2:1, right? So now you got the height twice as big as the length, and again you can adjust this. Excuse me. But there's different ones you can use. 11 by 8.5. That's, yeah. And so these are often kind of standard ratios that they use in pictures and picture frames. Now, straighten, this is an interesting one. So if you've got something that's you've taken a picture and it's at an angle, you can rotate it using straighten, right? And you can rotate it by degrees. And you can go plus or minus. And again, you can click in here and change things. So if I go minus 90, okay, it doesn't want to do minus 90. Let's see if we can do minus 45. Oh, and we're getting mad about the storage space again. Okay. Oh, there you go. So it's got to be between minus 45 and 45. But you can do that. So we can go minus 30. Right? And it rotates it. But the thing is, you'll see it tries to rotate it and fit within that picture somehow. So that it's not, you don't have any black spaces within what you've created. So it tries to rotate within there. And that's actually kind of an interesting picture. Now that chick is looking kind of level. But we can just switch that back to 0. Excuse me. Okay, so yeah, you can rotate or straighten, right? They call it here. 0. Rotate and flip. So let me put that back the way it was. If it'll let me. Okay, So you can rotate to the right, so it flips the whole picture that way. You can rotate to the left. Of course, if you rotate it enough, you end up back where you started. You can mirror it, so it'll flip it horizontally or vertically. That looks weird. Geometry, you can change some things here. I've never really played with this upright thing. Unable to determine. Well, okay, we just won't play with that. But distortion, so you can create a distortion effect, right? So it's kind of like these call it the fisheye lens, right? And the other thing is, yeah, if you go here, you can change where on the page you're going to have your picture. Let me put these back to 0. So there's the offsets, the scale, right? You can expand it, shrink it. I think that needs to be, no, I think for this it's 100, isn't it? Yeah, it's the default aspect, right? You can mess around with that. So there's some different effects you can create. Rotate again. This isn't the first rotate thing we've had. Horizontal, stretch it out if you want things stretched. Stretch things vertically. So there's different effects you can have there. Oh yeah. There, so it's back to normal. Put everything back to 0. Okay, so there's that. This is an interesting one. They call it healing. But what it allows you to do, you can change the size of it. But you can select a portion of the picture and it will, whatever's there, it'll kind of make it go away. This might not be the best picture for this. But yeah, okay, let's say we didn't like this part that's sticking out here. So if I could change the size of this a little, maybe a little bigger. So if I go up against the edge here and I click on it, okay, that didn't work out. Oh, because I've got it on erase. Oh no, here it goes. Yeah. It shows up white to begin with, but then it changes it. So it should try to make that kind of match what's around it. So essentially, it's making that little piece that was sticking out disappear. So that can be handy, right? Yeah. So there's heal, clone. Oh yeah, clone will let you actually copy things. Let me do this. Oh sure, let's clone this chick's head. Whoops, that was disturbing. Okay, anyway, so there's different effects you can do. Some of these, like that one, I haven't really played a lot with. I don't know. Now it's not undoing it. There we go. Okay, the chick's head is back. We can leave that thing disappeared. That's fine. But yeah, these are different things you can try and play around with. Again, I haven't done a whole lot with this healing thing. Here, let's create new mask. I haven't really done anything with that either.